Hey, what's going on, guys? Kate here again. This time we're doing day 7. And we have arrived to my least favorite chapter, or day. Why I hate it? Well, to begin with, it has the old fart in it, so that alone makes it stupid. What else? Regent, we've already freaking fought him 2 times. This is the 3rd time. It's a boss that's been milked throughout the whole game. Yeah, I mean, I just don't like the whole setting. I mean, the music's probably the only decent thing here, but other than that, I really can't stand this level. It's like you're fighting all on ships the whole time. One of the fights that's later on where you're on one of the ships and then you're fighting enemies and there's 2 machine guns. That one actually isn't as bad as it used to be in vanilla. Now here, I thought actually the rocket launcher spawned like right away, but they don't, so I guess they stopped that. I think you have to kill a couple of guys before they actually start spawning. So also you're gonna see me later on when I'm gonna do a steel and bone, and then I'm gonna get hit because I believe you have bad recovery frames on the steel and bone. So just be careful. Especially the stupid rocket launcher guys. Their accuracy is just ridiculously. It's like 200% accuracy. It's not even fair. So this first fight, I'd probably just say try to change steel and bone. And when you get your UT, just use it. By this time, you really shouldn't have. By this time, you shouldn't really have much problem in terms of like karma points. I mean, that is the same if you're doing it legit like myself. If you're doing the karma glitch, then you already have more than enough karma then. Alright, so now continuing up here, break this machine down, and go through this next door. I do die actually here. Actually, I do die a few times actually on this day. Less than I thought I would, but it's still enough. You know, it's kind of funny though here is the beret died, but not the noob, and the noob is usually weaker. Be careful, the berets, they're very aggressive, and I'm sure you've already noticed that if you got this far already. First thing I want to do is pop out here, shoot that guy, because he will spam the hell out of you. And this freaking... At this point, I'll call him a fucko too. I just don't like the whole environment. It's just... There's no room. The camera doesn't help. Now here, just note to self, you're better off using a different weapon that has steel and bone to break those, because it'll take a little bit longer than usual with Lunar, so... Alright, so you're gonna have a beret, 2 berets, and then you're gonna have 1 pussy shield guy. Or as it knows him as a armored thug fag. But yeah, nothing too difficult here. Of course you get punished when you get all flashy, which is kind of what I did, but whatever. It's all good, I got through it. Alright, change to my trusty Blade of the Archfiend. I don't really agree with it being called Blade of the Archfiend. I know Genshin gave it to him, but usually if it's one sword, I'd consider it to be Dragon Sword, but I mean, in essence, if you think about it from Sigma 2 or Ninja Gaiden 2, when you're given that Blade of the Archfiend, it technically is one sword. He just uses the true Dragon Sword with it, and it becomes because he combos 2 weapons, but whatever. What you want to do is here, don't shoot yet, because the AI here in this game is especially on these difficulties, is they're programmed. So the moment you pull out your bow, and you're gonna see this happen after this fight, a little bit after this fight, the moment you ready your bow, they will shoot you. So there's a possibility you can land a shot at them, but it sucks so bad. So flank swallow that guy, and because this is a small area, you trying to run away from them and doing steel and bone isn't gonna work very well. I got actually pretty lucky that the guy wanted to do steel and bone, so and this 360 does cover a lot of distance, so that's what saved me there. Yeah, I mean, overall, this day really sucks. I mean, I just cannot stand it. But the old fart, surprisingly, I managed to beat him on my first try through clean run. And the part they usually have problems with is the Hot Wheels form, and I managed to do that on my first try, which, thankfully for the bow spamming technique, it saved me. Now this fight right here, I actually did something different. With the footage you see here, me fighting right now, is actually one of my failed attempts. And I did pretty well on it, so I decided to just keep this attempt instead of the success run. Because this one looked much better, more fancier, more, stylish, more, entertaining to watch at all. I mean, the other one was more bland and really nothing special about it. And I would assume you guys want to see good combat, and, that's what I'm trying to do, is hopefully get you guys the best information while also find some good entertainment, and hopefully you guys can learn from what I do and from what others do as well. And, yeah, as you can tell, I am shuriken canceling like no other. That's how good it is, and if this gameplay right here doesn't really show it to you, then, I don't know what to say. But yeah, after this, I think the second wave, ends, I believe it's gonna transition, and then I'm gonna have, like, red health, because that's what I had on my success run, and I just left it. You see what I did there? I did flying solo, shurikens, 360, and then I did the hold. Now this is where I tell you, when you're ready your bow, they're gonna shoot you. Look at that bullshit. I swear to God, that's not even fair. It's completely unfair. It's ridiculous. Like, they programmed them to do that, specifically right when you're ready yourself. I kinda got a little fancy with this guy. Juggle him up, bow shot, and lead to his drop. I thought that was pretty cool, so I just decided to keep that in. Now this is the next slide. This is where you can see it transition oddly. Yeah, so obviously my health wasn't blinking before, but this was how my success run was, and the gameplay wasn't really good anyway, so I didn't really, I don't know, I just didn't feel like keeping that part in. Yeah, so now literally anything will kill me, so if I'm not careful, I will die. Now I gain a little bit of health back because of the steel and bone, and thankfully that ability is very good, that they give you health for that. Now I made this mistake right here. My mistake here, and I did deserve the punish. This is what I told you about the steel and bone recovery. I got hit with a rocket. I should have taken these assholes out first, because they're gonna keep spamming and spamming, and they time it so perfectly. So by the moment you finish doing what you're doing, they will be after you, and they'll time it so perfectly so that you'll get hit. Now you'll notice these armored thug guys. When they're red, that means you can launch them into an Azuna drop. Now these guys, these machine guns, my advice for them, obviously it doesn't take a brain to really think about this, it's just come up to it and smack it, but I usually like the flying swallow because if you run at it and attack it, chances are you probably might get a little bit of chip damage. Now there's only one helicopter here, and you want to keep this object between you and it. This way you can spam it, and I don't know if it's called bow canceling or something like that, but I would probably say that rapid fire or something. Look how fast I destroyed that thing, and I'm pretty sure in Ultimate Ninja there's a lot more than one. And here I jumped down, which I really shouldn't have. I could have approached it and just finished it off, but whatever. Alright, so making our way through here. Okay, next fight here. I don't really have much health, so I step back here, do UT charge, and my nipples fall, and I'm saving that I was actually gonna save it all the way till the part where you fight the two spider tanks, but since I did the test of Valor, my health ran low pretty well, pretty low on that test of Valor, and I managed to beat it on my first try, which is a nice feeling as well. But I ended up using the True Inferno. But before I even got to where I had to get to, which is the spider tank, I already had my True Inferno maxed out, which is nice. And that fight isn't really hard, and I don't know how or why he's sliding down the stairs like that, but anyway, jump up here. This fight right here isn't hard, it's just stupid. There's a bunch of these rocket launcher guys on jetpacks, and do note on the original Ninja Gaiden 3, there were no jetpack guys that could shoot rockets. This is just retardedness. First of all, you shoot one rocket and you're in the air, so then there's no way in hell you'd be able to get another one unless you land, unless there's like a piece or something you can hold on to it or something like that. But I mean, it's just stupidity like that. Like, I really don't get it sometimes. It's like, what the hell? And I know this isn't really, like, say, a realistic game. It's ninjas and stuff like this, so it's not really something you'd want to be like, oh, this shouldn't happen, or blah, blah, blah. But anyway, we're getting closer to the test of Valor, and the boss for that one is Alexei. At first I was actually fearing to fight him because I usually hated him. I hated him in Ninja Gaiden 3. And I'll talk about it more when we get there, but yeah, get that Scarab in the corner right there. Alright, and these lesser fiends, or as their official name is Shadow Fiends, Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2, Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2, because Ninja Gaiden 2 did not have those. They're called Shadow Fiends. They're very weak, actually. They're, like, you can delimb them really, really quickly. And that would make Lunar really good, and that right there was the alternate Izuna. Pretty good if you're gonna try to go for that 100-hit combo trophy or achievement. Although that trophy really or achievement isn't really something hard. You get it without even thinking about it. That's exactly how I ended up getting it. Alright, for the Crystal Skull, you want to climb up this wall here, take a left, because there's obviously no way to go right. I switched to my scythe because I know the first wave is going to be brutes and snakes, which no one likes. Oh yeah, so let's accept this challenge and kick its ass, and then we'll continue on our merry way. Alright, so right when you start this chest of Valor, and it took a while to load, you'll notice the area you're going to be fighting in is very small. You should be able to get a level 2 charge, and from this point onwards, because the area is so small, the enemies will get to you if you're trying to do UT charges, so I would heavily rely on doing the 360 triangle or Y. After you do it, dash, repeat, over and over again. Just spam this until the first wave is over. There's really nothing hard to it. And I had my Inferno max, my True Inferno max, so I will be using that on wave 2. There's, I believe, not wave 2, I think wave 2 or wave 3, I'm not 100% sure, but there's like white hooded alchemists, and I got hit with that stupid ball, and that right here was like a steel ball miss, fail. I don't get how that happens. I mean, I earned it, I should get it, right? But yeah, you'll see here, they die really quickly. Just make sure you don't get grabbed, because if you get grabbed, you're probably gonna see the game over. The grabs do so much damage. Once you get a UT, try to get them so they're, I guess, lined up or so, and then release it. That way, you hit more enemies. Now, that was kind of my mistake there, doing the UT charge, because these noobs do tend to do the steel and bone attack a lot, so, and I hate these freaking dogs. They're so annoying. Look how much damage they do just by potato chip biting you. Again, the strategy I use for them on landing 360, square square, and then repeat over and over again. Most of the times, dogs will like go huddle around you, so by the time you're finished with one in the air and you come back down and do an on landing, chances are you're probably gonna lift another one in the air. And there you go, got a nice little steel on bone. Yeah, get the dogs out of the way. Once you get the dogs out of the way, it's pretty much game. At least for this wave. Just, see, I was low on health, so I kind of needed whatever health I can get. And Steel and Bone was technically the answer because it gives you health as well as insta-kills on enemies. So, the only sad thing is you can only do 4 chains, which sucks, but hey, whatever. I mean, if it was unlimited, the game would be super broken like Ninja Gaiden 3's. Like, I used to clear a whole room, which was an entire wave just by starting one Steel and Bone. Alright, so here comes the white hooded alchemist, and I'm gonna get hit with one of those charger ball things that they do, which eats away my health, really quickly, and, from then I was like, I don't like wave 1, I don't feel like doing this again. Yeah, like that, and that was actually my fault. I did not have the camera on the guy that was shooting it. So there was like, should I take them or should I do the True Inferno? And it's not that I couldn't take them, I just didn't feel like dealing with it and didn't feel like going back again. And the good thing about this True Inferno is it gives you a shit ton of health, like a lot. I mean, that was only 3 enemies, and look how much health I had, and how much I have now. So it's a lot. Now, what you want to do here is, and it's kind of funny. I think I maxed out all my. I think I maxed out all the health I needed from these guys. Actually, no. I think the True Inferno did that for me, which is nice. Yeah. So just chain. These guys will die real quickly. I mean, even if you fight them or not. So. Alright, so Alexei spawns, and this boss, in this game, he's actually quite easy. And look, I've only hit him twice with a 360 triangle, and that's how much it did. You pretty much just gonna spam 360 triangle or Y, and you want to stay close to him, because he enters what I call, PP mode, and you see how he keeps moving side to side, dashing over and over again. That's why I call it the PP mode. It's pretty much, it looks like he wants to go to the bathroom or something like that, and he can't hold it. And we are here to kill him, so his bladder bursts up if he even has one. And like that, the homo is dead. And yeah, if you didn't realize that, that's what he looks like. Alright, so now we got the 50,000, we jump down, and progress is saved. We open the door. Alright, so once you open this door and you walk in a little bit, it's fucko times. I thought this would work the whole time, but it didn't, on landing. But then you get way too high up. My advice would be, and look how aggressive they are. It's like nothing hits them, sir. Nothing hits them. It's so stupid. Now I'm gonna destroy them here. I'll just keep spamming it over and over again. Alright, so once they're dead, you go out there, and this is the fight I was talking about when I said it earlier in the original Ninja Gaiden. Alright, so yeah, you wanna try, obviously priority is the Vangelves, and look how glitchy this stupid shit is. Does that dive and you hit with a fireball, he does that dive and he will glide across so far. And if he hits you with that, goodbye to your life bar, because that takes off a lot of damage. Here I had a UT, and I didn't really want to use it just yet. I wanted to kill this Vangel first. And I'm not sure if another one spawns or not. No, I ended up just using it on these fuckos. And now if they chase you like that, if you do it on landing, you stop them. You can throw a shuriken and stop them. But yeah, my strategy here, and you're gonna see this during day 8 when I fight Kana. It's gonna be the same exact strategy. You wanna try to get close, but not too close to them. Do the on landing. You want them to get caught up in the spin, so that way you can launch them into an Azuda drop them. Once you land, you hold on triangle, and you're gonna see whoever's glowing. You're gonna aim the stick towards them, and then release triangle or Y. That will prompt the Steel on Bone, and then once you prompt the Steel on Bone, you can chain, you know, pick up to 4 enemies. Oh yeah, and day 8, actually, I used to hate this day the most, but in this game, day 8 is by far the worst for me. I really don't like it, at all. The whole level design sucks too, and the test of Valor is by far the worst one I have ever tried, that I have ever beat. That one took me the longest out of all of them. I even used 2 health upgrades, which I didn't even plan to use that much. I knew I was probably going to use a cup 1, probably, maximum, but anyway, yeah, so break this off, it's here, and I think now you fight the clone, the 3 clones. Yeah. So my strategy is really simple. You just stay close to them, spam 360 triangle or Y. It's very easy. It does high damage, especially if you get them close. And they really can't do shit to you. I don't think I've ever got grabbed by them. You might get hit by this stupid Hulk guy. But that's really it. One of them already died, and when you're doing the 360, you're invulnerable. That's another one already dead. Always this freaking fat thing is the last one that dies. I don't know. I just have a problem with this fat one. Big Hulk arms. And another strategy is you can do Kusarigama UTs and just change them over again, but that'll take way too long. And especially since you have iframes of the scythe, I really wouldn't see doing another strategy. Alright, so moving on to this room, get caught by this guy. I kept the scythe, but that's a bad mistake. I switched to Lunar. I should have switched to the Dragon Sword, or as it's called, Blade of the Archfiend. But I was trying to get as many kills as I can with Lunar because I'm pretty close to getting the trophy or achievement. So I figured why not get it, and after I beat the game, I saw I've only had like maybe 100 something kills left. So if I used it just a little bit more, I would have been able to get it, but whatever, it's all good. I always like to do the alternate Azuna, it seems so well. So step back and charge. You should get level 2 by the time they approach you. Again, remember what I talked about Lunar on day 5 when you fight the ninjas. Once you finish an OT, hold the triangle or Y, and then release, and then shuriken cancel. You're gonna get iframes for starters, and then Lunar has a high delim rate, so it'll get you out of tough spots real quickly. Now here I get beaten up quite a bit actually. My health goes pretty low, and Steel and Bone misses right there, so I'm punished. And that's another Philistiner drop. Now that was bullshit right there. That should not have happened. I should have Steel and Boned him because I did my iframes and then it went through him, so it should have got him, but I guess the game didn't think I did, but whatever. Alright, so here I was trying to wait for my life bar to, you know, gain back. Because, I figured I could even die from the machine guns, but I was like, whatever, I'm gonna just approach this, finish it off. Break this here. Hit this other one. Climb the little wall. Get the Scarab and save. I don't know what I was doing there, going back and forth, but, yeah, just climb this wall here. I don't think there's a machine. No, there isn't. No. You should go behind here, get the Scarab, and then save at the bird. I was gonna say statue. That's what I should have stayed to, but I don't know why this stupid bird falcon thing. Why the hell does it exist? You should have still kept a statue. At least you can see it. I've missed actually some save points, not in this playthrough, but previous like Ninja Gaiden 3, there's some saves I missed, and because I did not see them, nor did it make a sound when I got close to it. And that's precious health I should have gained back, but because of their stupidity to make it bird instead of a statue that it should have been. Alright, once you break this off, I think this is the annoying boat, the ship, and then after this one is where the fun starts, with the 2 spider tanks, then you fight the old fort. Alright, so this is pretty much, this ship right here isn't really special. All you gotta do is do some QTEs, climb this wall, and then go up, fight a few brutes and snakes, destroy a helicopter, and yeah, that's really it. Now here, hug the right wall, because a pipe's gonna fall, or a blade or so on the left side. Alright, so flying bird flip up here. Swingy, swingy, swingy. And more platforming to do. I don't know if they consider this really fun. Alright, so now you're gonna fight a couple snakes and brutes, or brute. Anytime you deal them like that, run right to them and finish them off, because if they get a chance to start their charge, that move does so much damage, and you've already seen that happen to me twice now during this playthrough. This guide, and that pissing off. You get these 3 done, you have to fight, you have to destroy this. Again, learn this, cancel. Look how fast I destroyed that. Now if I did it normally, which is a shoot, slide, I probably would have had to dodge a little more. It takes a lot longer for those, but just look how fast I destroyed that. And, you know, parts like these you shouldn't take damage on. The reason I say that is because it's a stupid fight, like a projectile fight, and there's really no need for damage. But anyway, even if you did get damage, you have a save point here to save. Alright, so by this time you should have already purchased your... You should have already had purchased from the beginning, if not the other days, the True Inferno, and you should have it maxed by now. Immediately when you land, cast it, because what this does here is it will destroy both armors off both spiders, both spider legs. Now, my strategy is a little bit different than what you see in most videos. You're gonna obviously have 2 spider tanks here, so and each of them obviously has 4 legs. You want to destroy both their legs. Like, once it shows you the QTE to finish the first one at the core, ignore it. And I would highly advise to unlock your camera. Now here, when it's doing this, you can still get hit, which is stupid and complete bullshit. But yeah, unlock your camera so you can get to this one right here. Because if you try to finish that one off, I've had this happen on my Ninja Gaiden 3 Master Ninja Gaiden, and if you haven't seen that, I would probably say see it, and it's complete bullshit. In that game, the only way you can gain health is by your Nimpo. So I would say destroy both. Now, when you destroy both, the only thing they can do is just shoot machine gun on you, which does like chip damage. So it's nothing really too high damaging at all. So this way, when you destroy one, all they do is pretty much, once you destroy both of the legs, all it does is the electric pulse, and then it just does the machine gun spam, and that's really all you gotta do. Alright, I obviously have the scythe equipped, and obviously because there's a boss coming up, one of the most lamest bosses in the game. Lame isn't stupid, there's a difference. It's like fighting the Power Ranger Megazord. Except you have an old fart in it. Yeah, and the reason I hated this boss, and I still hate him even though I destroyed his ass, is because he is a projectile-based boss after this phase, of course. Now he's just spam 360 triangle. I kill this arm in one go. Oh, that's how powerful it is. Now you want to do the same thing for the other arm. I'm obviously going to get beaten up a bit. Now, if you're confident, and I completely forgot about this, but if you want to, because I think it only does the pulse once. Like, you can time it so by the time it does the pulse, you can do a 360 wire triangle, and you won't get any damage at all. And you'll inflict damage on it. Alright, so pretty close here. Alright, so that will finish this phase off. Now, I don't know why they did this, and I did die on my hard walkthrough on this phase, this coming up phase. And I don't know why they did this, but on Ninja Gaiden 3, if you beat this phase up here that's in the air, and you get to the Hot Wheels farm, the Hot Wheels farm is the one where it has the electricity and it tries to dash at you. You would get a checkpoint, even on Master Ninja, but on Ultimate Ninja they decided not to, which I understand, but on this game, on hard, you still don't get a checkpoint. Now, I'm gonna actually get hit the third, after it does this, it does it 3 times. I don't agree with the damage. But anyway, yeah. So you get an opportunity, bow cancel, spam thing. Here I'm gonna gain whatever health I can because it's still trying to recover and it won't, go after me just yet. Now here you want a dash cancel. You really gotta use the dash cancel. If it turns like that, go opposite like this, like how I did. This way you can get a bunch of shots for free. Right, and honestly, with this technique, look how fast I took it down. It didn't take me at all. It didn't take me at all, as far as like time goes. And I didn't use any health upgrade until a fight before the last group of murder sequence. I think it's the last one, I believe so. And that was actually a waste, and you'll see what happens here. Now here, ladies and gentlemen, this is the best part of the game right here. And to all of you, to all of my viewers, I am stabbing this son of a bitch for you guys. Alright, and that takes care of that crap. And let's go to inside the side and we'll take care of the region afterwards. My region fight, by the way, just a heads up, is pretty sloppy. I mean, at the end, I did a misinput and I got punished for it, but when we get there, I'll let you know. And here you're going to see me have Lunar, and then it's automatically going to switch to the Dragon Sword after I collect the Scarab, I believe. Yeah. Alright, so get the Scarab, and then on your way. I died this way. And sometimes when you get a little too fleshy, and I tend to do this sometimes, I get punished. And I guess I deserve it, but whatever. I don't know, sometimes I kind of get so caught up in what I'm doing, inputs don't come out or something goes wrong. And look how perfect that was. I landed on landing into Steel and Bone. Alright, so this whole gauntlet's actually pretty tough, and it lasts for a while. Now you see what I did there? I actually tried to do Cicada Surge, but for some odd reason it didn't time it right. I don't know why. And I got punished for that a little bit. Be careful, because Beret is very, very aggressive. Smack to the wall. Look at that. I really like that. I'm gonna get grabbed by him, by the Beret in a little bit. This one right here. Yeah, look how much damage that does. It's so freaking unfair. It's... I tried to flick the stick, but nothing happened. Make sure to use your bow. You know what's kind of funny is that bow shot brought both of them close to here. Smack. Respect. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I kind of get carried away, but yeah, it was fun while it lasted. Alright, so... this is where things kind of get messy. I'm pretty lucky here with this Steel and Bone. And then when the tactical ninjas come out, that's where it really gets bad, and you'll see what happens. And I was debating, it's yeah, when I get there. Here, you can actually do this fight quite differently. You know how you see there's those like walls you can stay by. You can pretty much hop behind, run away, hop behind them. Charge AT, by the time they get to you, you can release it. I just wanted to, you know, just have a little fun here. Yeah, that move is just so good. Yeah, if they're ever running at you like that, just flank swallow them or just throw a shuriken at them. Just look at these guys, it's like they're on steroids. Look how fast they're running. Now I knew they were gonna be right there when I finished that UT. Many punish here. See, this was bullshit too. No, at this point I had no health, so even a machine gun bullet would have killed me. So I was debating, well, what should I do? Should I continue, try and see if I can get it? Chances are I probably would have gotten killed. So I switched to my Inferno since I knew I had enough health, and I had enough Nimbo to cast that and finish the battle off. That was pretty lucky, but at the same time, I lost my whole bar. And what really pisses me off is they don't give you back the difference that you had. This fight really sucks. This is where I used my first health upgrade, and I really shouldn't have, but whatever. Same strategy here. Shuriken is gonna drop. Shuriken is gonna drop. It's pretty simple. We've been through this already so many times now. Be careful of that attack. That is so high damage. Now just look at that. And I did die here, I think, a few times, so after this wave it's going to be Sword Alchemist, and then it's going to be White Hooded Alchemist, and then the Grip of Murder sequence. And it's funny, the guy died with a shuriken to his face. It's just so funny. It's funny, like a sword attack wouldn't have hit him, but all he really needed was a shuriken that would have killed him, and that's exactly what happened. I hear my health's low, and I've died here a few times, so I was like, you know what? Let me just use my first health upgrade. It's there for a reason, so I'll just use it. I should have released there. That was my fault. You see how I waited for him to get up? I can repeat it. And that's really it. I mean, we're getting really close to the end of this day. And this guide is pretty much almost over. One more day. And we'll have this guide complete. And hopefully you guys will find everything I have shared with you guys since day one beneficial and helpful everything. Now, if I held that charge, I would have eaten a lot of health, which is not what I wanted. You obviously know if you ever stand still, they're always gonna try to grab you. Always, it's like 200% guaranteed. Not just 100. Now here, look how much. If you rewind that, see how much ki I had, and then see how much I had afterwards. It's just amazing how much the steel and bone, especially from these guys, it gives you. What I should have done here was switch to my True Inferno. Look at this. Look at my key. I almost got full Nimbo just from that. Also, the scythe, as I mentioned, I think in day 6, make sure you are close to them when you do it. And here I use my Nimbo, and I get my Nimbo obviously full in the group of murder sequence. And yeah, that's really it. Make sure you hit them, make direct contact with the scythe. This way you can get the 3 waves that he does. Because if you don't make direct contact with it, it's not gonna chain. I think I get grabbed a little bit. Yep. That was a failed input, and I'm actually gonna fail the steel and bone a few times. Alright, now just wait for it, they're always gonna do it. You just need to wait for it a little bit. There you go, I mean, it's... Rinse, repeat. I believe there are Vangels in this one as well. And when you see that there's a Valor number 10, which is on day 8, I'm not even 100% sure, because after I'm done with this guide, the guide's already done recorded. I just need to do the commentary for day 8, and that's really it. Let's see, this is Valor number 8. It's just ridiculous. It's the fact that they throw. And I'm not gonna really get into detail with it because I'll save it for that day. But enemy placements, the enemies that they send at you, actually not placements, is just completely unfair. So when I do my Momiji, I wouldn't really consider it a guide, but kind of like, I don't know, it's just a playthrough, so I honestly don't know. Depends how things go. I may do commentary on it, I may not, I'm not 100% sure yet. Alright, so this is just like we talked about before. Spam, spam, spam until he backs off. Once he backs off, stop. Um, and look, he's already almost dead. Now here we get punished. I was trying to input Cicada Surge, L1 and X, or left bumper and A on the Xbox. And that's really it. I trashed him already that fast. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this, and we'll see you in the final day of this guide completed. And this is Cage, and you guys take care now. Peace out.